it's Jen, and I'm excited to bring you another tutorial using some new ThermoWeb products today. So I'm creating a layout. We're focusing on some travel photos here, and these are some pictures of my daughter and my niece at the beach on the Oregon coast. The first thing that they did when we got there was put on their swimming suits and run down to the beach, and so I just wanted to talk about that in this layout. And so I have 6 photos here, and I've created a free cut file for you if you want to download that. That is some waves. So here I have them cut out. You can see the cut lines here. They are cut out of a toner sheet. So I just used, ThermoWeb has 2 kinds of toner sheets. There's just the regular toner sheet. So this sheet is already, you can cut this out with whatever you want and then add the foil to it. Or they have the peel and stick toner sheets, which have like an adhesive backing. I didn't use a peel and stick toner sheets this time because I'm not sure how I'm going to want to adhere this to my project, so I just cut it out of the regular toner sheets. And I'm going to be working with some of the new foils. Now, I haven't decided which color I want to use, so I cut out 2 sets of the waves so I can do one of each. That way I can show you both of them and then also make up my mind. So this one is called Lapis Watercolor, and it's this really gorgeous, you'll see it when I pull it out, but it's got this kind of mottled, it's a watercolor look to it, and it's got some blue and some silver and a little hint of yellow as well. And then this one is called Emerald Watercolor, and this has got some blues and greens and a little hint of yellow, and they're both really gorgeous. So those are the 2 colors that I'm going to be using. I have my laminator heating up here, set to the 3mm setting, and what I'm going to do is just peel these off of my backing sheet here. Okay, so here I've got my little waves cut out and peeled away from my little craft mat there, and I've cut a couple of pieces of the foil to fit, and this is the one, the emerald one, and you can see the gorgeous watercolory look there. When you put it on something, it looks even better. And then here's the lapis. So both really, really pretty. I can't decide which one I want, so I'm going to do one of each. So here I have my little carrier sheet, and I'm going to stick my waves down, and then I'll stick my foil on top. I'm going to go ahead and send this through. And that'll take just a second to glide through the machine. Okay, so that's run through, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what we've got here. Got my 2 pieces. Looks like they stayed in place, so I don't have to worry about that. And now I can just go ahead and peel off this piece here. Ooh, I love the reveal. It's the best part. Okay, let me peel this one off, and then I'll kind of move them around so that you can see in the light, because it's much easier to see if you kind of move them around, because it's got to catch the light to get that nice effect. So here is the lapis, and you can see those areas of the blue and the kind of gold and silver. Really, really pretty. That looks very reflective like water. I really like that one. And then we have this one. Now sometimes there's a little bit of extra foil, and you can just use your finger to kind of push it away if there's any extra bits of foil. But here you can see this green and blue. Let me just move this around in the light for you. So it's got some really pretty shine to it as well. That one's way more green. So I'm going to pull over my photos and see what one kind of works better with it. So here we go. Now here's the lapis. Now it's going to be really hard to see in the light. It's the reflection is really something that is better seen in real life, and if you've used foil before, you probably already know that. So the blue looks really nice, and let's see what the kind of greenish blue looks like here. I think that this is going to be a little bit green for what I want to go for, so I'm going to go with the lapis. Okay, so I've gone ahead and just attached this foil. There you can see the shine of it with a couple of staples here and there. I wanted it to be able to lift up a little bit so it's a little more flowy, and I just glued my photos down. Now I decided for my title I wanted it to kind of match the waves, and so what I'm going to do is use this die that says happy. This is from Heidi Swap, and I'm going to use a little bit of the DecoFoil foam adhesive. Now this is a double-sided foam adhesive, so I'm going to die cut it out, and then it will be sticky on one side for the foil to stick to and sticky on the other side for me to stick to my layout. So I've cut just a small piece here. I'm going to lay the word happy on top of it and run it through my Big Shot die cutting machine here. Okay, so you want to be pretty careful when you're peeling this away, only because you want the backing to stay on. So I'm just going to carefully peel the die away without disturbing the background. And what I want to do, actually, maybe I'll even leave it intact. This might be easier. Let's see. If I leave it intact and peel off the top layer. So I'm going to use my little pokey tool to kind of lift up the backing sheet so I can peel it away and still have that stay intact. Yeah. Just because this is an intricate die, it's just easier that way. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this to my foil. So I have my foil here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it on top, and I'm just going to finger burnish it. I'm just going to rub it with my finger a little bit, and that's going to rub the foil onto the die cut piece. Okay. Then I can peel it away. Now because I've left this in here, it's going to give me a little resistance. It's okay. Now I can take this piece and I can adhere it to my layout. So I'm going to peel it away from the backing and adhere it to my layout. Now the cool thing about using the foam is that it's a little bit flexible, so I can kind of curve this if I wanted to. I'm just going to place it on top and in the middle of these photos. See, there's empty space here that it kind of fits in, and I can curve it a little bit to fit the space that I want. So there is that done. And now I'm just going to add a couple of small embellishments to finish this off, and I'll come back and show you how it turned out. Okay, so here is the layout all finished. I added just some word stickers to the bottom. These are Tim Holtz little word stickers. And then I added a couple of old Amy Tangerine Puffy stickers, just the word so above happy, and I just did a couple of lines of journaling at the top. And then I had a little chipboard package from Studio Calico, and I added 3 of those here to just bring in the black and white element. So it's all black and white, and then a little hint of the shine and the aqua colors, and then just a little bit more with some splattering. So I'm gonna bring this up so that you can see the shine that this has. Here we go. Let's get it on my lights. Let's see if it will focus. It's hard for the camera to focus on the shine. It's just gorgeous though. You can kind of see it there. And it's really, really pretty in real life. It's hard to capture it on film, but I will do my best for the photos. So be sure to check out the new foils from ThermoWeb. They are super gorgeous. I love the variation in the tones. And you can grab this free cut file over on thermoweb.com/blog, or you can head over to my shop at craftyjenscow.com. Just click on shop. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you'll join me again soon. Bye-bye.